And hello, everyone. My name is Crystal Myers-Barber, and today is May the 3rd, 2025. And late last night, President Donald Trump caused a somewhat of a stir, I would say. And that's what my video is going to be about right now. So thank you for tuning in. If you're watching here on Facebook, on my YouTube channel, and on X, I want to make sure you follow me there on X at PromoGirl07. Let's get into this. Let's listen to President Trump as he was speaking to the press a few days ago.
As Pope? I'd like to be Pope. That would be my number one choice. No, I don't know. I have no preference. I must say we have a cardinal that happens to be out of a place called New York who's very good. So we'll see what happens.
Anyway, that was quite interesting, to say the least. And so I want to take us over to, well, first of all, I've had a few reactions on Facebook over the subject matter. And I think mostly I'm shadow banned there. So I haven't had a lot of people comment, or maybe they just don't know what to say. But since I follow my friend Liz Crokin, and I actually have another friend that I follow, Valentina Gomez. Valentina Gomez is running for Congress in Texas. And Liz Crokin is always talking about freeing children and people from sex trafficking. Neither one of them are on Facebook, but you can find both of them on Twitter or X. And so because of that, when President Trump generated this meme with AI last night at around 11 p.m. his time, I sort of, I'd forgotten about some of the stuff that they've disclosed there on X. And I was like, WTF, can 2025 get any more effed up? You know, first of all, China is hating on us so much with the tariffs, and everything's just falling freaking apart. And so I'm like, can things get worse? And I was like literally dying when I first saw it. I was like, yeah, I think it not only can, it did. And he's just like, he doesn't even care. He's like, I'm gonna take the Pope down too, with me. It's kind of like what I was thinking. So then I had to edit, and I was like, okay, let me think about this. Let me just post it. And, then I started, I've seen reactions with people, dying laughing and people being very angry, pretty much nothing in between. So let's go over to, it's almost my favorite platform lately, but not all the time since I'm so shadow banned there, but we'll go to X anyway. We'll give them a little mini break because some people had some stuff to say there. And so, all I did was put in Pope, Trump, and, then there we have it. So someone going by 589 Bull says Trump dressed as a pope is pure psychological warfare. The Vatican isn't just a church. It's a bank, a fortress, and a vault for the old guard's secrets. If he's holding the gold, their archives, or the blackmail files, this is him flashing the crown he just stole. This guy thinks he's not mocking anybody, but he's instead making territory. The world's most powerful cabal just got symbolically bulldozed, and he's letting them know he's sitting on their throne in their robes with their secrets. And so this is what happens when President Trump does something wild and crazy like this. People just go down rabbit trails, and whoever's in like whatever lane, they keep continuing this one, and it just goes on. And so this next person called Sassafras84 says Trump as Pope is hilarious. So many are triggered over this. Calm down. He's just trolling. And so that's kind of what I was like, trolling. But why? Why is he trolling? We do have some more explanation coming. And Jamal says he goes by at Black Southerner on Twitter. He says, if you support abortion and gay marriage, which mocks faith and Christians, but you're mad at President Trump, has a picture of himself as a pope, you're a hypocrite, heathen, and liar. So he went down that that, rabbit hole. And then someone else pointed out that liberals can mock the Last Supper and Catholicism in general at the Olympics. In addition to many other times they've mocked religion, but Trump posted a meme as a pope isn't okay. And so this person had probably the most explanation, which there's no way I'm going to watch this whole video. It's 7 minutes long, but he goes by stopworldcontrol.com. And he says he has a reason.
Trump is busy taking over the worldwide power of the satanic elites. The fact is that this military intelligence operation that signed its posts with Q, they said there's going to be a change of the guards. We are going from darkness to light.
He goes down that rabbit, hole, and we've heard all this years ago with Q and all that stuff. I don't know what to think. I mean, General Flynn was supposed to be like head of Q, and everybody wants him to come back into office and replace Marco Rubio. I don't know what the hell is really going on, other than other people are started making memes of President Trump, and you can really, get in here and just see what people are thinking. I mean, and who knows who's right on this, other than the fact is that I do believe that America is definitely getting a lot of haterade for just the tariff stuff alone. And if you go on TikTok, you can see, the haterade. And now I can't even imagine. Canada gets a lot of fake news. I have friends that live there and that have family there, and they only have a couple stations. And so they don't like President Trump. They probably think this is even more crazy. So it just depends on really who you're listening to. And since we're on that subject, and we're probably going to take a break, there's just a couple more things I want to show you. And that is the fact that J.D. Vance, Vice President J.D. Vance, and believe it or not, Lindsey Graham both defended Trump, which is shocking, that Lindsey Graham, but Vice President did post, and I actually didn't see this till just now, because I thought, what does the mainstream, media think about this? And the only one I'm going to show you is this one here. So basically, he says, as a general rule, he thinks that this whole post was a joke. And I think it is too. Now that I've thought about it, I think President Trump is just totally making a big joke, but it's at the worst time, because the Pope, Francis just passed away at 88 on Easter Sunday, and they're, picking out a new person. And so this is probably really bad timing. I don't know. But J.D. Vance says, as a general rule, I'm fine with people telling jokes and not fine with people starting stupid wars that kill thousands of my countrymen. Vance wrote in a post on X on Saturday, responding to a question from Bill Kristol, editor at large at the Bulwark, on whether or not Vance was fine with this. He says disrespect and mocking of the Holy Father. And so, it just goes on. So basically Trump, he's defending Trump. And then Senator Lindsey Graham said, showing his support for Trump as head of the Catholic Church in X post Saturday. I'm sorry, let me read this again. Senator Lindsey Graham, who is a Republican in South Carolina, seemingly joined in on the joke, showing his support for Trump as head of the Catholic Church in an X post on Saturday. Glad to report there is a very positive reception and strong momentum for President Trump to be the next pope. Ha ha ha. But I will be the first to admit there has been some resistance. And Graham wrote, must keep your head down and plow forward. Can't let the naysayers win the day. Next week is crucial, as they're picking out a new pope. More updates to come. So really, I would love to know your thoughts and your comments and on this hot subject that is causing scorn, distress, laughter, and really every emotion you can even imagine. But before I go, I have started some fun little t-shirt line, and kind of like a print on demand where you can just get one item And so I designed some fun stuff. And one of the things I designed is hilarious mug with President Trump blowing a bubble, just because I thought it was hilarious, funny, and we needed joy. And so I put them on a bunch of colors of t-shirts, and I had fun with it. I put them in this, I'm wearing the pink version, and I've designed quite a few other items, kind of politically related and not. So I'll link that below. And so anyway, please do make sure to follow me on all my socials and share this video. And I will back for more. I'm very interested in hearing what you are thinking here. I will say that President Trump just posted just a few minutes ago about all of his accomplishments for his first 100 days in office. And he's definitely not, making any memes right now, and did not explain that one either. So it's kind of crazy, the things that are happening and going on, right? So yeah, that's all I wanted to cover right now. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.